Plaintiff Jason Malley says when he started dating the defendant, he had no idea she was married until her husband assaulted him. Jason claims during their relationship, the defendant had him falsely arrested numerous times. And he's suing her today for the value of a car rims, and emotional distress. Defendant Jessica Eschen admits she had Jason arrested several times, but insists it was because every time she tried to break up with him, he assaulted her. And she has the pictures to prove it. Jessica says Jason even pled guilty to the assault, and she's countersuing him today for unreturned money and emotional distress.
Start with you.
I met Jessica in July of 2007. We were dating probably 4 months. I didn't realize she was married at the time when we got together.
How'd you find out?
Well, I ran into him. He pretty much beat me up.
How did he determine you were seeing her?
He came over to the apartment and...
You all were there?
Yeah, she was there, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
And he beat me up, put me in the hospital for 8 hours.
And you never knew she
Your
was
Honor,
married? Yes.
he is out of line with the whole thing. He knew I was married like the first time we got together because I told him. That's why I was in the apartment I was in. It was because my husband and I were separated at the time.
Okay.
And the incident of him getting beat up was after he assaulted me, which I'll go into this with you after he gets done with his case.
Go ahead, sir.
We're together a total of 2 years. We ain't together no more, thank God. And within the 2 years, she sent me to jail numerous times for...
Oh, you're a police officer?
Yeah.
she pretty much she calls him up and give him false allegations.
Well, here's a police report.
The police send you to jail.
Right. Like, well, just last time she wrote me out a prescription for Percocets, and I took him into Walgreens, and I got arrested there for
trying to
take a prescription in.
What?
Yeah,
a false prescription.
Right, but Jessica signed it and gave it to me.
That's a good setup.
That was good.
You got him back there, didn't you?
I know.
Did you do that? You set him up like that?
No, I didn't.
No, it gave you a new idea, though, right?
See, all these things he has to say are, he's got hearsay, but I have actual facts and proof.
I'll let him continue to give me the background.
I go to jail. I get the prescription from her. I go to jail from Walgreens because they say it's fraudulent, right? And I was like, okay, but I didn't know nothing of it because she told me she was an RN. So I was like, okay. And they were for her in the first place. She told me, will you take this prescription in for me? I said, okay, no big deal. I go to jail. I had post bond is $5,000. So I get out of jail. We're still together. She tells me she's sorry, blah, blah. And we go back. And so I go to jail again because she says I was holding her against her will at my grandma's house. But she left and called the police on me, and they brought SWAT dogs and the whole 9 yards. Said I was a drug dealer. I brought SWAT dogs and everything in my grandma's house with my grandma there. So I go to jail. They hold me overnight. They let me go. Nothing happened with that. Just March of 2009. This is recently. I just got out of jail. I've been out of jail for like a week and a half.
Right.
And she sent me to jail, said I domesticated her. Domestic violence.
You gonna speed? Domesticated her. Let's hurry up so you can go back home. I don't want you. You don't like your freedom very much.
No, I do.
So we're gonna let you go back home to the prison.
It's her. But so she sent me to jail. And when I went to jail, I did 90 days. When I get out, my car is gone.
All right, you're suing about the car. We'll allow her to give me some of the background as you have before we get to the car. Okay. Ma'am?
Thank you, Your Honor. I have police reports of both instances.
Tell me about it.
We were at his grandma's house.
Approximately when?
June 28th of 2008.
All right.
He would take my cell phone and my car keys. He would sleep at the top of the...
He would or he did?
He did.
Okay.
And then he slept at the top of the stairs, so I couldn't get down the stairs.
What started all this? You gotta tell me a little bit more.
Because I wanted to leave him.
Hold on.
Every time I wanted to
break up with him?
Every time I wanted to break up with him, he assaulted me, and I have two police reports and
slow
pictures.
Down.
He just makes me mad. He's so stupid.
All right.
Because he's just retarded.
Your Honor, can I say something?
No.
No.
I was gonna say, if I was such a bad guy, why was she trying to talk to me today at the airport and call me on the phone?
Really? You have proof of that, Jason?
Uh-oh. That's a bad response. Uh-oh. That's a bad response. You have proof of it. Why couldn't you just say, no, that didn't
Actually, I filed
happen?
2 police reports because he's been calling me and texting me ever since a week after he got out of jail.
All right. Ma'am, tell me about the incident. Were you living there or something?
Yeah.
Okay, so that particular day you wanted to break up and leave him.
Every time.
I'm talking about that time, ma'am.
Okay. That time I did want to leave him, and he knew it, and he wouldn't let me leave.
Why did you want to leave him that time?
Because he's abusive.
Okay, so tell me how that began.
Okay. We get into fights because.
Let me tell you why I have to do this, ma'am. Because he said you intentionally were filing false police reports against him to send him to jail.
No.
And that happens all the time. So I don't know who to believe until I listen thoroughly and see or hear of some evidence that can convince me.
Sure, I have proof right here, Your Honor. I have
what?
pictures.
Okay,
And-
let's see that.
Okay.
Now, this is from which incident?
This is from the
The
March
incident
09.
you're referring to?
Yes.
No.
That's March of 09.
That's
This is the
not the
police
one
report
she's
of
talking
the
about.
July of 02, and the March of 09 is behind that. They highlighted.
It's not the incident. How do you know which incident it was?
Exactly.
'Cause I didn't hit her.
So how would you know what incident it is if you didn't hit her? How would you even know about a hit
That's
if
right.
you didn't do it? Huh?
I didn't.
So how would you
didn't?
know about it?
I don't know what pictures them are.
You said that's not the one.
She sent me
Honor.
a picture when I
No,
was in
sir.
jail.
You said those are
Oh.
not the ones.
Okay, I'm
As
sorry.
if I've hit you several times,
no.
and the one you're showing there saying it's for April isn't for April. That's for May.
No.
Then he
no.
also
That's what
pled
it
guilty.
sounds like to me.
Your Honor, he also pled guilty to this last assault.
Sir, did you plead guilty?
I did. I wasn't even there when the incident
Good enough.
happened.
All right, let's get to the car, sir.
Okay. Here's the bill of sale that she wrote me for the car that
And
I
Your
bought.
Honor, you know, being
And
he did
here's
assault
all
me.
Hold
See?
on. What's that?
He did assault me, and you see the proof of that.
Uh-huh.
He told me that he would kill me if I didn't write him a bill
Oh
of sale
my
because he knew
goodness.
that I was going to leave him.
Okay, and I believe you.
Yes, Your
Next.
Here's all the.
Can't believe you. Remember you lied.
When did I lie?
You say you never touched it, but you pled guilty that you did. That's when you lied.
'Cause-
Your case is dismissed for lying, for perjury. You said you never did anything. Remember we went over these pictures? I never hit her. I never did anything. But you pled guilty in court that you did, and you went to jail like a woman beater should. Let's go. Ma'am, your counterclaim for emotional distress. You want to beat me?
No, I never
okay.
beat her.
All
That's
right,
what
no,
I'm saying.
you don't. Most women beat us. You do?
Can I be
you
dismissed?
want some?
No, I want to be dismissed, please, Your Honor.
Oh, go right ahead. Have a good
No,
day.
just kidding. I'll be
He's not. Go. He said he wanted to be dismissed. You're doing the right thing. The counterclaim, ma'am, $5,000 for emotional distress and unreturned property. How does he owe you?
He owes me because of obviously going through the emotional distress.
Of assaulting you. Certainly,
Right.
you are entitled to that.
Right. For the car, I got into an accident February 13th, which I have a check for, an insurance check.
Well, quite
There's-
frankly, ma'am, you've shown me $5,000 worth of assault, battery, and the emotional distress that comes from that. And seeing that he has pled guilty to doing this to you, I'm going to grant your entire judgment.
Thank you.
What about my car, Your Honor?
I just told you everything you're suing for is dismissed.
I got the
woman
bill of
beater.
sale and
you
every-
perjured
You have
yourself. Do you know
I
what
didn't
perjury
perjure.
means?
No.
You said you lied to me in court. You said I never hit her. Even when I showed you these pictures, I said, which time? Never. I never hit her. But you pled guilty to it, woman beater.
I had to plead guilty.
I know
didn't
you
have to
did.
plead guilty
I
to
know you
nothing.
had to
But I
because
did-
you did it.
I did-
You had to because you did it. Have a good day.